But splendid Menelaus had overheard him, and spoke out on the instant to them both. Young friends, no mortal man can vie with Zeus. His home and all his treasures are forever. But as for men, it may well be that few have more than I. How painfully I wandered before I brought it home. 7 years at sea, Cyprus, Phoenicia, Egypt, and still farther among the sunburnt races. I saw the men of Sidon and Arabia and Libya too, where lambs are horned at birth. And every year they have 3 lambing seasons, so no man, chief, or shepherd ever goes hungry for want of mutton, cheese, or milk. All year at milking time there are fresh ewes. But while I made my fortune on those travels, a stranger killed my brother in cold blood, tricked blind, caught in the web of his deadly queen. What pleasure can I take then, being lord over these costly things? You must have heard your fathers tell my story, whoever your fathers are. You must know of my life, the anguish I once had, in the great house full of my treasure, left in desolation. How gladly I should live 1/3 as rich to have my friends back safe at home, my friends who died on Troy's wide seaboard, far from the grazing lands of Argos. But as things are, nothing but grief is left me for those companions. While I sit at home, sometimes hot tears come, and I revel in them, or stop before the surfeit makes me shiver. And there is one I miss more than the other dead I mourn for. Sleep and food alike grow hateful when I think of him. No soldier took on so much, went through so much as Odysseus. That seems to have been his destiny, and this mine, to feel each day the emptiness of his absence, ignorant even whether he lived or died. How his old father and his quiet wife, Penelope, must miss him still, and Telemachus, whom he left as a newborn child. Now hearing these things said, the boy's heart rose in a long pang for his father, and he wept, holding his purple mantle with both hands before his eyes. Menelaus knew him now, and so fell silent with uncertainty whether to let him speak and name his father in his own time, or to inquire and prompt him. And while he pondered, Helen came out of her scented chamber, a moving grace like Artemis, straight as a shaft of gold. Beside her came Adrasta, to place her armchair, Alcippe, with a rug of downy wool, and Philo, bringing a silver basket, once given by Alcandre, the wife of Polybus, in the treasure city, Thebes of distant Egypt. He gave 2 silver bathtubs to Menelaus, and a pair of tripods, with 10 pure gold bars. And she then made these beautiful gifts to Helen, a golden distaff, and a silver basket rimmed and hammered gold, with reels to run on. So Philo rolled it in to stand beside her, heaped with fine spun stuff, and cradled on it the distaff, swathed in dusky violet wool. Reclining in her light chair with its footrest, Helen gazed at her husband and demanded, "Menelaus, my lord, have we yet heard our new guests introduce themselves? Shall I dissemble what I feel? No, I must say it. Never anywhere have I seen so great a likeness in man or woman, but it is truly strange. This boy must be the son of Odysseus, Telemachus, the child he left at home that year the Achaean host made war on Troy, daring all for the wanton that I was." And the red-haired captain Menelaus answered, "My dear, I see the likeness as well as you do. Odysseus's hands and feet were like this boy's, his head and hair, and the glinting of his eyes. Not only that, but when I spoke just now of Odysseus's years of toil on my behalf and all he had to endure, The boy broke down and wept into his cloak.